Hi, hello everyone. Hope you liked our part 1 and part 2 series, and this is the last and the final series of What After BDS. In this part, we will be discussing about the scopes outside India. Which country do you want to settle down, or which country you want to search for job, or if you want to go for higher education, which country is the best is the one that will be discussed here. Also, if not BDS, I want a change in profession related to dentistry, not only related to dentistry, which is the best. Wish you all the best, and please, if you like it, please subscribe our online dentistry channel and press the bell icon so that you will get all notifications and upcoming free programs and paid programs are there. Thank you very much. All the So we have found out options after BDS. We just run down in states, in your central government or state government after BDS. That's all. Now, what about with BDS? Can I fly abroad? Can I go abroad? Can I spread my wings to abroad and settle down there, or go for job opportunities? What after BDS? Can I do that? There are opportunities. There are immense opportunities for us. There are countries looking forward good quality practitioners, and we Indians luckily have a better chance compared to any other place there, because we have been trained already very good, and all we need is some modifications according to their norms and standards. So US, you name it, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, your Middle East, Europe, Malaysia, all have opportunities for a BDS doctor to practice it. But there are some hiccups in this, which we will see there. So before going, before flying, before getting into the flight, please ask this question to yourself and prepare yourself. Have you made up your mind to go abroad? It's a one-way traffic. Okay, it's a one-way traffic. There is no coming back. Yes, I'm going abroad. My mind is there. This is not the place. I want to go abroad. If yes, that is the answer. Is this is the right choice for you? Are you ready? Are you ready to take up the exam? Are you ready to work hard, to spend some time? Are you mentally prepared to do everything? Ask yourself and prepare yourself. Yes, sir, I'm done. I'm going. I'm mentally prepared because I have a dream. I want to do that, so I'm done. Do you have a backup there? That would be actually helpful for you, like your cousin, your somebody is there so that they can support for you some period of time, or some guidance can be given. Do you have? Then you have an edge effect that may not be there for all, but it is one thing that you can look for it, whichever place you have, and you find a particular place, an abroad place, you have better support, select that. Do not think twice. If you have a support like that, you can do that. Then try to understand that their exams are long, tough, and qualifying exam. It's very tough exams. As I told you, you should be mentally prepared to attend this and get pass out this exam. And finance is a big thing. Do you have enough financial support for this? Are there somebody is supporting? Because this is not an easy thing. You need to spend initially there. You are staying, you are traveling, your courses plus tuition fee, whatever it is, you need payments then. So you need a good financial support to do this. And finally, are you planning to settle down? That depends upon which country you are selecting. Suppose if you are selecting UAE, there is no scope of settling down there. You do the job for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you come back to India and settle down in India. But countries like US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, you try, there is like entire different life there. You get settled down there. So you need to prepare your mind. No, 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 I don't want to settle down. I want to come back to India. I want to settle down in here only. This is my land. I want to be there, but I want to establish. So I go there and then come back. Or no, I want to settle down there. That is my vision. My social life, everything is better there. So let me go there and settle down. Plan that. If you are decided, then work on to that. It will work for you. So if that decision is being made, then options. The first option is to earn money, to settle down, to get some amount, or get some job which is very lucrative, is Middle East. Middle East is one place where you can get a better opportunity, you can work on to that and find out the best place, and then you can work there and come back into India there. The other countries, if you want to settle down in the countries, it's not an easy job. It's a more tougher job because you need a DDS or doctorate in dental medicine, or other options are you can do MS in research, Master of Science in Dentistry, MPH you can do, or PhD you can do. These two things you can do, and you can get settled down there permanently. That is also possible. But you try to understand why I put in the extreme corners. This MS, MPH, and PhD are all non-clinical. You are not allowed to practice in that country. It's all research oriented or academic oriented, but no way that you can practice in those countries. But DDS or MD or those degrees are the one that makes you as a practitioner in that country, the licensed practitioner in that country. So you have to make a call. No, I don't want DDS. I want research only. So let me go into this. No, I want to settle down there. Then let me go for that. You should be very clear in with your ideas there. Your path should be very clear before taking the decision there. So Middle East, if you go, U.A.E is one place where you can settle down. I mean, get a job. So, it's a combination of different countries, 7 countries together. That's called United Arab Emirates there. So if you want to work, get a job in Dubai, then you should pass the DH examination, and you can practice only in Dubai. They gave you license to practice only in Dubai. Then you have other U.A.E countries like Abu Dhabi and Al Nain. Then you need hard examination. You have to pass that so that you can practice only in these two places. And Sharjah, Fujairah, and Ras Al Khaimah and Ajman, you need to pass the MOH examination where you can practice in this countries. That means you have to decide. So you might go into one place, get used to there, get the job opportunities, you got that, work there. No, there's a better place. You move on, you write the exam when you're doing practice there, write the exam and move on to Dubai or move on to Abu Dhabi, whichever country that you want. There are people that you have been done that. So these are the options, countries, and how, which are the exams which are the most commonly done, that has been done. And in UAE, what are the types of jobs that you can look for? That you can get jobs in a private hospital, big private hospitals, you can get a job. Or as a private dental clinic, you can get jobs. So hospital means a corporate hospitals, the private corporate hospitals, you can get a job. That's a very good one. Or a private clinic setup, you can get a job. Best would be the Ministry of Health, the government job, more secure job, more revenue, more income, you can get that. But there are different ways to approach this. We will be discussing all these things in the coming program, how to approach all this, how to look for all these things there. So that is in UAE options, you can think about it. Now, I just want to put a video of one of my friend, a very close friend of me, who is working in Abu Dhabi, and he went to Saudi first, then came back, then went to Dubai first, then went to settle down in other place there. So let's listen to what he has done. Now, why Dubai is important? Let me tell you. Per month, average per month income will be around 48,200 reals you will getting. So the range that you are getting is around 25,000 to 73,000. That means if you are a BDS, basically you will get somewhere around 45 to 48 you will get. But if you are an MDS degree, you will get more, around 73 to, or other degrees, that other scholarships or other diploma or anything that you do, you get additional income up to 73. This is a survey done. There's a surveys done. Average income a dentist gets in UAE. So that's around 14 lakhs per month, 14 to 15 lakhs per month. That's not a small amount. You can get that. That's why people are trying and going for that as an option there. So just listen to Dr.
Hello,
Manoj.
myself, I'm Dr. Manoj. I'm a pediatric dentist, presently working in Abu Dhabi, UAE. If you look at how I reached here, I graduated in the year 1996 from Vinayagar Missions Dental College in Salem, and being born with my dad as a dentist, it was always in my dream to become a postgraduate. So, having worked with my dad for almost 3 years, I got an opportunity to work in Sultan Qaboos University in the Muscat in Oman in the year 1999. And being a graduate and the youngest dentist at the university there, I was really working like a donkey there. So there I realized that I need to work as a postgraduate, and that was always my dream. So I resigned their post after 3 months of working there, came back home, and then I got an opportunity to work in Saudi Arabia, and where I saved all my money for my postgraduate studies. And little help from my dad and from other sources, I could achieve my master's through NML University in September. And having worked back in Saudi and in Bahrain and now in U.A.E. in Abu Dhabi, what my message for you is do not lean back, stand up, raise up to your occasion, and take it as a challenge. You can achieve it. See, I wrote my master's, health authority licensing examination in Abu Dhabi when I was 42 years. So young blood, you guys can achieve it much earlier. But again, Abu Dhabi is not the dead end. So you have still to aspire the other parts of the world, like in Europe, in Africa, in Denmark. There are so many openings where you can still find out. But you should be focused where to reach and work for it. My all and my best wishes for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj. That was very generous. I know him very personally. That's what I want to tell you. If you have a determination, there's no end about that. You can get it. Thank you so much, Dr. Manoj. And finally, then we go to more things like American dreams. US. Everybody is testing us and asking, how can I go into US and settle down in US with our BDS degree? I just want to let you know this person. I don't know when any of you know this person. He is the richest dentist in the world. Richest dentist in the world. And he is being considered, or it is been in the history of donations to a dental school. History of donations to any dental school. He has done the maximum. And his name is Herman Ostrow. He was a graduate of School of Dentistry, University of South California. And when he has become successful practitioner, towards his end of retirement, he visited the school library and he said, I want to donate. And you know how much amount he donated? He donated around 260 crore, 30 billion US dollar. That's around 260 crore he donated. And the entire university was named after him. So if you are aiming for that big American dream, anybody can attain it. It is a big place where all your dreams can get fully up. So USA, it's a long process to get to be a practitioner there. So let me summarize the steps of USA. First and foremost, the credentials, educational credential evaluation, ECE, is very important. They verify that, and since we are from India, it is a non-accredited dental school, so we have to sit for INDB. We have to get that verification done. You have to prepare for INDB, and you get a dental pin. Then obtain the dental pin. That's very important to do that. With that pin, that is your code, you can apply for that. Apply for ADA for the INDBE and schedule the date for examination. They will give you the schedule for the dates for examination and select a prometric center for the examination. You might have to fly to US or Canada to do that. There are few centers for that. The latest things that we need to know, because of this COVID norm, things are changing every then and now. And you have to score the pass mark. Once you pass that, then you have to apply to universities. You have to select the universities to do your DDS. Some universities says that you need to do for 2 years. Some universities says that you do it for 3 years. So you have to select it depending upon which university you are getting it. And once you finish that, then you go for licensing examination. Whichever state that you want to practice, you have to give an exam for that particular state there. Then you can practice in US as a normal dental practitioner there. So it takes minimum 4 to 6 years procedure. It's a long procedure. Finance, it can come to 80 to 1 crore at the current Indian situation, financial, that can change. Okay, tough examination process. You should have a heart of a lion and a eye of an eagle, because you should be very tough in doing this. You should be determined in doing this. That's what I told you initially. Plan yourself. Do not jump into this. I can do that. I can do that. Plan yourself. Should I do it or not? That's a very tough process that is there. So why any other options are there, Dr. Joby sir? Any other options are there where I don't know want to do this tough process, this much screening, any other program without DDS? Can I get into that? There are options are there called research. Research is one option that you can go into US without obtaining DDS. You can go into US, again settle down, get a job and settle down. But you have to do MS in dentistry. Again, here you have to have process. The process that's much simplified than about the DDS options. But your CV should be exceptional. Statement of purpose, letter of recommendation from your university, English proficiency test, and so that you have to give this INDB score. Again, the INDB is Integrated National Board of Examination, which has condensed into 500 questions now, not the 900 questions. You have to pass and you had a good score so that you get a better opportunity there. Documents, transcript. Now here I just want to tell you, whenever you go outside India, it is not most important thing that they see is your CV. What are you doing it? So whenever your CV should contain lots and lots of continuing CD, continuing dental education programs that you attended, workshops that you attended, and more than that, some kind of services that you have done to the society, like a charitable association. In your place, just search for that. You have worked under charitable association which is done for the needy. Your social service and commitment talks a lot of value when you go into these countries in your CVs there. So try to do that when your field times are there in whichever locality you are. Try to do that. So in the INDB score is very important here again, as if you want to go outside. And let me tell you the cost. If it's a 2-year program, it's a 3-year program, comes to around 80 to 90 lakhs there. But there is a loophole where you can go. I don't have time to explain that. That is also possible for going to US apart from this there. And why should I go? Average dentist in US earns around 19,900 US dollar per month. So if you calculate into an average survey which has been done, it's around 9,000 to 31,000, low to high. And if you calculate current situation, you're talking about 7 lakhs per month to 23 to 25 lakhs per month earning as an average dentist with DDS practicing in US. So it's a big money there. Life is settled. You are dictating terms. Your dreams come true there. It's possible there. Other countries. So okay, fine. US. What about other countries in the world where we can get settled down? Do not get disheartened. It is not only US. There are so many other countries where we can get settled down with our degrees there. Okay, like Canada. There are exact process to get into that. Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, South Africa, Brunei, Germany, Spain, and Netherlands. These are I have selected only those places which we have people there. They are doing amazing practice, settle down, and we are coming up with a short description about all those things in our coming up program, how to get into these countries step by step. It is not gimmicks there. It's like open to this. These are the procedure that you should do. What are the hiccups that you can come? And if not, what is the other easy option to get a job visa, work there, and then you convert yourself into a PR and then getting into all those options we'll be discussing in the coming program. Must listen, because we have an expert. He has students in all these places, and he has collected videos of their experiences from all these countries, and he's going to show it one by one. Dr. CVV Pullet, who is coming for the 15th August program. If you're free registered, just listen to it. At least you can guide your juniors, your students, or somebody whom your loved ones are there must attend that program, because all these countries will be detailed explained there. Now, I just want to put one of my very close friend. He was a student and he pursued BDS. He's an MBBS doctor, did an MCOTS Mangalore, and then he did his BDS, and then he did his doctorate, I mean, sorry, MDS in oral surgery and craniofacial surgery. Now, Dr. Sony is working in UK. He's migrated to UK, an amazing place there. The entire concept is different, a scope for Indian dentists there. So let's listen to him, what he has experienced there.
Hi everyone, my name is Sony Pulan. I am a maxillofacial surgeon currently working in the UK. Let me thank God for giving an opportunity to share my experience with you all. I started my career in medicine in 2001. I joined MBBS in KMC, Mangalore. Towards the end of my MBBS, I decided that I wanted to become a maxillofacial surgeon. So after finishing that, I joined dentistry in Annamalai University. In 2007, I joined, and in 2011, I joined postgraduate training in oral and maxillofacial surgery in COTS, Mangalore. Towards the end of my post graduation, I decided that I wanted to become a cleft and craniofacial surgeon. So after finishing that in 2014, in 2015, I joined the cleft fellowship, which was for a year in Bangalore. And after that, I finished my cleft training in 2016, and in 2017 I joined craniofacial fellowship in Cochin. That was for 1.5 years. I finished that and I was working in that unit and recently moved to UK. So there is a lot of hard work in getting all these courses and a lot of blessings from God. So as a sincere advice to you all, keep focused, keep working very hard so that you can procure your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sony. So, what you need is a focused approach where what is your destination, you need to do that. So, my third question for you is this one, very simple question. An endodontically treated posterior tooth has 3 mm of circumference with clinical crown remaining. How many millimeters in length are needed to forego a post using an amalgam core buildup in a prepared post spaces? The options are, is it greater than 3 mm, less than 3 mm, 5 to 6 mm, 2 mm, greater than 2 mm? The basic thing of this is what should be the remaining length to give a crown. Let me see how many of you have answered that. How many of you can answer that? The answer is 2. This is D, D, D. Answer is D, D, D. Fine, fine. D, D, D. Lot of answers. Thank you so much for the answers. That's great. D, 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 D. Let's see the answer. The answer is A, greater than 3 mm. Okay, so you can forego an amalgam buildup if there are more than 3 mm of crown is remaining after the gingival. That's the thing that is required for a crown adaptation. Now, these are the questions that you can get in this INDBE or your ORE or any of the examination. They ask you very tricky kind of questions, which you can never. So you need some kind of training, some kind of backup with this kind of programs to get these kind of questions to be answered for that. You know this person, anybody who know this person? If anybody can come to the chat box. I'm almost done, 5 more minutes. That's done, exactly 1 hour I'll be finished my session. Can anybody come to the chat box and tell who is this person? Can anybody know this person? Oh, great, 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 great. You know what happened is this gentleman once walked into a clinic. He got the treatment done, and everything was over. So the dentist told this gentleman, the treatment is done, you can spit. So he was going, and he saw the spittoon. It was full dirty. The spittoon was so dirty, smell was coming. He somehow finished and walked out of the clinic. did not say anything to the dentist. And then he started, he thought about it, why we can't have a setup which is aesthetically good, decent, affordable for all. Why can't we have a setup where people appreciate, people don't have hiccups like this? He started that. And this is Arminder Singh, CEO of Clove Dental, the biggest dental chain across India. 330 dental clinics across India. And he's not a dentist. He is not a dentist, but there are 330, there are around 700 to 800 dentists working under him. BDS, MDS, everything is there. So are we missed some points? We have to ask ourselves. Next is clinic. Starting up a clinic, you say, oh, it is not possible, it is not good, it is not feasible, it is not productive, how will I sustain? All these are the negative thoughts that you have. But the positive aspect of is, if you have a clinic of your own, you innovate the clinic, innovate it. 90% are hidden jobs. Innovate the clinic the way that is different from others. It should not be like one standard. So for that, you need experience. You have to work under somebody, find the basic things and get the maximum knowledge. Even if it is free, not paid, do not get disheartened. Work because I have a purpose. I want to learn the best under that person. Do that and learn extractions, RCTs, composite fillings, crown, CD, RPD, the basic things, learn the maximum, and implants, and try to do some kind of PG diploma or a certificate course with respect to your interest. Do that and acquire this. If you are not planning for an MDS, BDS, with this experience, you be innovative, you can be very successful in your practice. So clinic starting is not a bad option at this point of time, but be innovative, be innovative. And you should have a communication skill, which is nowhere they teach you. A good communication skill. A patient who is with pain that has come, patient is there, sister said there's a patient that has come with pain, you make the patient wait for half an hour and then see, no, when a patient with pain, with a genuine and suffering from pain, you should make an alternative option to see that patient and comfort that. At least your assistant should go and tell, doctor is seeing a case and he's going to come out, ma'am, do you want any medication so that we can give to you so the pain can be relieved, before the doctor says. Some kind of approach that itself will be a biggest medicine for that doctor, that the patient, than doctor seeing itself. And whenever you see that kind of soft approach to the patient oriented approach, that soft skills which you need by experience there, so those things are very important for a clinic there. And selecting a place, so many things are there, I'm not going into detail about that, but you should be available 24/7. If you're starting a clinic, you're planning to start a clinic there, and investment should be minimally but not too much exorbitant, but it should be a decent, a minimal setup. Search and Google and you find out the best option. You can find out in your place what is the best thing that I can do that. So you might be thinking that is it practically possible starting a clinics? Can we attain, can we attain this? Is it possible? Let me tell you, one of our supporter of our online dentistry, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Acharya, a finest endodontist and the best clinic you must visit, but after taking an appointment, is Acharya's Dental Clinic in Chennai. Ma'am has got the clientele to the greatest actors, and she has got clinic into the best at it. But she did not start like this to yesterday. She struggled, worked with from one center to the multi center. She has grown up. So all it takes, you can achieve, you can become. It's all requires a determination to start and be innovative. She was innovative in a way at those period of time. So exactly at this point of time, be innovative. You can be a different, your clinic can fetch and can be different in the society. We were so glad that we could attend. She invited us to conduct a webinar or a 3-day program for her, and she sat for that 3-day sessions of interceptive myofunctional. That is what I want to tell you. You have to learn. Today I am learning, you should learn at any point of time. Being a clinician, every day you should learn something so that you can apply in your practice there. And finally, I'm ending with that is MDS. Should I do MDS or not? Now you know the MDS is a just upgrading yourself. That's all. If you have BDS, you have good. That is more than enough. But MDS would be a upgrading yourself. You think about it. Whether should I upgrade or am I happy with that? You think about it and then go for MDS. So MDS was academic, was very good, but nowadays it is not that lucrative. But practicing has got edge effect now with MDS, because now people are aware. As we are moving on, as I told you, you have to advance in that aspect. So MDS can fetch you in private practice more advantage compared to other things. So again, you can go for a private practice or government. Again, MDS can have a better opportunity than a BDS there. That is there. So that is another option. Or go for consultations. The consultation practice, I don't have much time to tell you. It's a very lucrative in the beginning, but not for a long run. Believe me, beginning it can fetch you money. You will be happy, you might be elated, but as you go after 10 years into that, you might feel drained. So that is not a best option. Would be a practice of yourself. So finally, either BDS or MDS, we come into one thing of your dental clinic, innovative dental clinic, different from others. Either BDS or MDS can work wonders. MDS can little more advantage you can have, but you can overcome with newer innovations. You can overcome that also there. And Dr. Joby, I'm fed up now. And no BDS. I came here not to attend. I do not want BDS. I'm fed up with that. I'm ending my life of my professional life with the BDS. So what options are there other? So MDS clinics, no, 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 I am not interested. Then I want to change my profession. This is enough for me. This is not the cup of tea that I want. This is not what I want. I want to change. Yes, you have an option. Changing the profession, you have an option. Let me tell you the biggest advantage of being a BDS or doing this is we have completed around 19 subject thoroughly. Like MBBS, 80% of what MBBS guys does, more than what a lawyer or LLB people do, more than what your a civil surgeon study. We have already studied, mastered, we have proved ourselves. So believe me, our level of understanding, grasping, memorizing, struggling is much, much better than those people who do not know about this BDS and all those things. So we are actually proven good in one aspect. That's why you are BDS now. Now, exact same way, if you can put an effort into a field which you dream or crave, you will definitely shine that, because our educational level, our mental stamina, strength, effort, everything is much, much higher than any other profession people who have done, because we do around 80% of MBBS doctor who is supposed to be the toughest, we already cover that. So being a BDS graduate, if you have passed out in flying colors and if you do not like BDS to be is the goal, you can do not lose your heart. You can work on the non-dental subjects where you can change your profession there. So you have to be focused. Again, I'm coming to this point. Focus. Do not waste your time. Don't get confused and not waste your time. Take a concrete decision and do not follow others. That person did that and he got an army, he got in collector, he became this, that, and do not fall for that. You have no idea how much struggle that person has done. A person with a BDS will become a collector. You ask that person how much struggle he has done. Exactly same 4 year struggle that person has done for another 1 or 2 years. That's what again I'm telling you. If you have that mental power to pass BDS, definitely this is nothing for you, but you again have to put that effort for another 1 or 2 years to get that particular field that you're dreaming about it. So you can say hasta la vista to BDS, bye bye, goodbye to BDS. Okay, fine. So what would be the best option for me for BDS? One option that is coming up, largely is Master in Public Health. MPH is coming up in many options like that, because MPH doesn't have much option in India. There are universities which does MPH in India, but in India the options are very less. But outside India like US, like Canada or UK, all these countries, MPH has got a good value, easy to get job compared to that. So you have to study. Again, I told you the 19 subject you studied in BDS, forget about that. You have another 8 to 9 new subject you have to study. That's why I told you have to struggle again 2 years to 3 years, and you can pass this also in flying colors. And the universities in India, the best of the universities which offers MPH are JIPMA, Indian Institute of Public Health, Gujarat; Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi; KLA University, Belgaum; Amity University, and Manipal University. One of the pioneer universities which degrees are much valued even outside are this one. There are so many other universities are also there. You can do that. And who appoints you? Big people, big people who does across the globe, like WHO, private companies, UN funds. All these companies need MPH people to coordinate their work. And your starting salary can from 3 lakhs per annum, starting salary 3 lakhs per annum. It can go into 15 to 20 lakh, 25 lakhs per annum, to 30 lakhs per annum, to 50 lakhs per annum when you become an NGO director of South Asian Asia. Like that, when you become, there is no limit, you have better options there. So, but you, India options are very less at this point of time. But outside India, in third world countries like Vietnam, they will appoint you to Vietnam, they will appoint to any place. You should be ready to fly, but the opportunities are very high in that. So a testimony of MPH is none other than Wazim. Dr. Wazim is the Astra, the company's director, medical affairs management. He said in MPH is the least preferred in US. People in US do not prefer to do MPH. So we Indians have a better opportunity to pursue MPH in US. That is what I told you. We are coming up with that program. We are going to tell you how to do MPH in other countries, which are more valid or which can have a better possibility for you to get settled down there. So once you do that, you have opportunities in these countries, the pharma companies and all will appoint you. And from MPH you can even do doctorate in MPH, and your life is settled down. You have no limits with doing this MPH there. Have you all ever got a mail like this? Anybody have got in your mail? So many junk mails are there coming up. Have you ever seen this kind of mails? Insurance, this kind of thing. Sometimes we have clicked this mail also. Have you ever got mail like this with a write-up with the benefits of this, that, and all? Have you ever? If you go into junk mail or any mail now, you can see so many messages that you have got from many companies like that. Who is sending this mail? Who is writing those write-ups and those flyers and that points? Who is giving these companies there? If you see all our insurance companies there, so all these insurance companies are hiring related to dentistry, related to medical professionals. They are hiring people, and they are asking them to do something called medical or dental content writer. With respect to medical, if you can write a good content about a disease or a thing, you write it and give to us. We will buy that and we will pay you. And their salary is like 50 to $100 per hour. That means in the entire day you have to spend maybe 1 hour, or whatever hour you spend, you write a good content to them, they approve that, and they will pay you immediately that money to your account, transfer that hour basis. So multiple companies, you can be a medical or dental content writer. If you're good in vocabulary, good in English language, this is an option that you can do additionally with BDS. You don't need any other thing. If you're an MDS also, you can do that. You can do apply to these companies. I can write this, and they will take you there. So guys, I'm winding up. I'm almost ending up. The one thing, social media is the one thing that kills you. It's the one thing that gives you new opportunities. So it is like a double-sided sword. It can either destroy your life or it can give you the best opportunities that is there. So if you are addicted to social media, beware of that. But I will suggest you this one thing: goals are dreams with deadlines. If you stick on to the social media, see on to that, and if your deadlines are there, then it can be nowhere you can attain that. So one thing that you can do in social media is you please watch YouTube channels where there are some video demonstrations about various procedures are there. Watch it repeatedly, or get a pdfdrive.com is an amazing platform where you get best textbook you can get. There are Telegram book groups are there, online and offline free webinars are there. Do not waste your time. If you're using social media, use it for your own upgradation. Do not waste your time. So for example, composite veneering, if you do not know how to do, at least watch some videos how it is been done. Get multiple videos, get learn and start applying in your practice. You will get some idea about that. And one platform that you should have in your is LinkedIn, which gives you authenticated, very professional, good courses, either degree, diploma, or certificate courses they give you, or new options as a particular professional wherever you have job opportunities. Very professional thing they give you. So you want social media group which I suggest you to be there is LinkedIn, that you can do that. So the last question I'm winding up is that periodontitis is usually severe in patients. Periodontitis is usually severe in patients taking phenytoin with defective neutrophil, with bruxism, with overcrowding. Periodontitis is common in which patient? What is your answer? What is your answer? Fine, fine, fine. So many answers are there. So many answers are there. That's great. That is great. So many answers. The right answer for this question, periodontitis is usually severe. So confusing this question is not absolutely so confusing it is. It can happen there, it can happen in this, it can happen that also. It can no, the right answer for this question is, sorry, the right answer for this question is two: defective neutrophil. Defective neutrophil is the right answer, where periodontitis is severe in this patient because there is no defense mechanism is completely altered. So you get periodontitis very common in this patient. Not the others are the right answer. That is why the tricky questions are there. So guys, we are ending up. Dentistry is changing. Do you know around 1980s and above, uh, dentistry is all about this. Go to any dentist, you can see a mouth mirror probe, either straight or curved. That is dentistry. And in 90s and 2000, a newer diagnostic tools that came, like a brush, like an elastomeric separator to separate the teeth and see dental caries, a floss to detect proximal caries. So many things that have come. And then intraoral camera by around end of 90s, intraoral camera which has come, which totally changes the concept of patient visualizing what is inside, real what is happening. You don't have to talk, you can just tell. There's okay, patient will ask you, can I feel it? Can I get that fill? Can I get that fill? What is that? That has come. And in 2020, totally teeth scan is going to rule the world now. So that entire oral cavity can be scanned, digitalized, and you can take even impressions with this imaging. Upper, lower arch can be imaged like this. All that takes second is 40 seconds upper arch, 20-second upper arch, 20-second lower arch, 40-45 seconds. You image it, that comes out, so that you do not need impressions like this. Digital printouts will come. Image it, send to the lab, they will give you the digital printouts, and they will give you even crowns with that. One day crown and bridge can be given. That is also happening all around the world. It will come in the many Indian metropolis is happening there. So dentistry is not stagnant. It has changed. It is ever changing field. It is. Let me tell you, the amount of change that happening in dentistry is so wide and so huge. We have to be updated daily and every day. I hope you know this person. This is I all know this person. When he was asked, the Amazon, when he was asked, sir, what is your wildest dream? on an interview. He was asked, what is your wildest dream? What do you like to do if you are not a businessman? He answered,
I don't actually hold out great hopes, but if I could do anything, I would like to go help explore space.
Tell me more. I mean, what would you do? How would you go about it if you weren't doing this?
Well, the picture I have is that I would get in a rocket ship, um, go up into space, and go check out a few things. Now, this is why I mentioned at the beginning. This is a very hard technical problem.
Yeah, it is. but I would think if you put your mind to it, you could probably figure out a way that we could do this.
so he was asked, what is your wildest dream? And he said, I want to go to space and explore. And people laughed at him. Recently, 3 weeks back, the same guy,
5,
same
4,
guy
command engine start. 2, 1.
sat in a rocket with his friend. He went to the space. He went to the space, and 4 to 5 days back, he came back. That is called determination. That is called determination. That is this saying says very clearly, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for it. You have to work for your dreams. You can just lie down and dream and keep on dreaming and keep on dreaming, but things won't come to you. You have to work for it. Whatever it is, you have to. You can be a BDS, MDS, you want to change the profession, you want to be that, go there, but you have to work for it. Learn the best way it can be done. So dentistry and its dream, the Henry Ford saying, which I always put in these motivational classes, what he said is, a market is always saturated with a good product, never saturated with a good product, but it is always quickly saturated with a bad one. So you can be a bad dentist, a good dentist, or an excellent dentist, and that is never get saturated. If you want to be an excellent dentist, the market is never get saturated. People will come to you, they will trust you, and you can be a successful person. The choice is yours, guys. The choice is yours. Do not get blinded. There are so much things that is happening around, and so much negative things that is happening around. Do not get confused and get blinded by dentistry is hopeless. All those things are there, but at the same time, do not have over expectations. You can't expect a coconut tree to give all these fruits. That is not possible. You have to really work for it. So many things which I have not covered here, which are going to come up in the coming session. So many things I have not covered. So many options. I told you 112 options are there, but these options are going to come up in our coming session there, which detailed things are going 5 to 6 hours it takes for us to explain all those things. So many options are there for us. So do not be in a caged bird or a caged animal. This is my world. This is end of it. Spread your wings, see the positivity that is happening around us, and be happy, and I wish you all the best to become a good, successful dentist. Thank you so much.